Cross down and say a very good morning to Raff Agostino, the Victorian Teachers Game Social Media and Communications Officer. Good morning, Raff.
Good morning. How are you, Alan?
Really good, thanks. And, well, you must be feeling probably tired, relieved, and have had a highly successful Victorian Teachers Games for 2017 up here in Ballarat.
We did, yeah. I am very tired, but that's okay. We're back on it now.
40 sports, 2,500 competitors, 890 medals given away. What an effort that is.
It is. It's a great effort, and it was just amazing to just get around to the different teams and different teachers and just connect with them. We get a lot of positive feedback when we mix with them, but it's always nice to just meet new people and just see them having so much fun letting their hair down.
All right. I suppose one of the interesting things was getting, as you said, getting amongst the competitors on a daily basis meant that you were able to find competitors with admirable sporting achievements. And we might start with Terence Costinino. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm probably way off the league.
Yeah, how to say that either, but he's a great boy. He lives in Australia, and he's actually represented Greece in rugby league, but also Australia. And I asked him the awkward question on the video interview. If Australia was playing Greece, who would you play for? And he said Greece. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, I think they always stick with their national country, those Greek people, don't they?
I think his dad has something to do with the decision, I'm sure.
Now, this sounds like a football name, Bontempelli.
That's right. Olivia Bontempelli, Marcus Bontempelli's sister. Obviously Marcus is a very successful athlete, but she herself has represented Australia in basketball, and she was playing AFL nines in a day, and she's quite an athlete, I've got to tell you. Well,
if you were going to school at Whittlesea Secondary College, you'd catch up with Olivia, wouldn't you?
She's great. She's a great education support worker, and she's just loved by all.
All right, the next one is Jackie DeServe from Oakley South Primary School.
Yeah, Jackie DeServe actually gets quite a bit of time given to her by her school principal. They're very supportive. She went over at the end of August, I think it was, this year, to represent Australia in softball in Japan. So, she had a highly successful championship. I'm sure that won't be the last for her. She was playing softball in the day, but yeah, she's a great player.
Well, I'd imagine Oakley South did very well at softball at the Teachers' Games.
Exactly right.
All right, let's jump down now. Women's sport is really jumping along. We've got female umpires, and we had the first female umpire here in Ballarat.
Yeah, Elaine, look, we didn't know she was coming, but she doesn't like talking about it. She's a very humble person, and we ended up just finding out through someone else that she was the first AFL umpire, first female AFL umpire to be added to the squad, which is quite an achievement when you think about it.
And, of course, we've got female goal umpires. We've had them around for a while, but central umpire, she did a great job, Elaine, too.
Yeah, she did. She's certainly on the up and up. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of her in the media. What
sports did she do here at the Teachers' Games?
She played AFL nines, and she's quite, interestingly so, she's quite aggressive on the field. She pays a lot of respect to the umpires, as you would expect for an umpire, but she plays really well,
All right, let's move now to Sebastian Barr from Elwood College.
This young man was quite a standout. He has actually represented Australia 5 times, not once, in the ultimate frisbee. And, he has gone over quite a number of times to different countries and just shared the story about that and how many medals he's won. I can't remember how many it is, but he certainly knows how to play ultimate frisbee.
I wonder if he went to Federation Uni, because Federation Uni has a very good ultimate frisbee team, but we've got a couple of others too. We might catch up with Ainsley Smith.
Yeah, Ainsley Smith, same again. She also represented Australia for ultimate frisbee in a different time to Sebastian Barr, but we ended up finding 4 people that competed for Australia and in the ultimate frisbee.
All right, let's get to the others too. We might as well whip them off as well.
Lachlan McDonald, Ruskin Park, and also the last one I've got. Tony, I can't say his name. Castrogano, I think it is.
Castranago. No. From Ruskin Park Primary School. I know him well there.
Yeah, okay, cool. Then we had Trisha Dixon, who's from Lavala College, representing Australian volleyball, and she did so as a young girl and has continued on, but has, in a sense, lost her love for volleyball, which was interesting to talk to her about that. But the last one was Lisa Woods. She is about to go in November this year. She's about to go over to Barcelona to represent Australia in the game of futsal. And futsal is a bit of a different game, as you know. It's a fast-paced game, but in light of what the Matildas are doing at the moment for women's football, now's the time for females playing any kind of football, soccer.
Well, isn't it fantastic to see the young lady who does the somersaults and everything else? She's got it all, hasn't she?
Kerr's the first, as you would know, Alan, she's the first woman, Australian, to be nominated in World FIFA Player of the Year, which is a massive achievement when you think about an Australian making that kind of nomination.
Her brother, of course, not a bad AFL footballer with the West Coast Eagles.
Yeah, true.
All right, now I think you'd be very pleased the fact that you've got heaps and heaps of photos on your Facebook page. Tell us how we can find out some of those.
Oh, we just simply search Victorian Teachers' Games, and you'll see they're all sorted into albums, day 1, day 2, day 3, and we're talking thousands of photos. And they're, not professional photos, but they're really high quality. And they're just a great way of being able to remember the moment, remember the time.
Well, that's fantastic. And, of course, if they just jump on the VTG Facebook page, they'll find those albums and there'll be heaps to go through.
Yeah, there are. Yep.
You never know, they might find themselves.
That's exactly right. We're back in Ballarat next year, which is fantastic. We're excited by what Ballarat brings and what Ballarat offers. We're certainly already in the planning stages of what we could bring and what we could tweak. But it went really smoothly for the first time in a region. It went really smoothly this year.
Well, that's fantastic to hear, and we will welcome you back with open arms from September 23 to 26 next year.
That's right. Yep.
So looking forward to that, Raff. And look, I thank you very much for all the help you've given us throughout the Teachers' Games and the lead-up in particular.
No worries, Alan. And we've loved just being supported by yourself and Voice FM. It's been fantastic. And we look forward to many more opportunities to not only promote what we're doing, but promote what you're doing as well.
Well, it is absolutely fantastic that we can share that, and that'll be great. And you have a wonderful, wonderful holiday today now that I've spoiled it for you.
No worries, that's fine. Thank you. Thanks for your time, and we'll chat soon, I'm sure.
I'm sure we will. I'll be looking forward to that. We might take these messages and then we'll be back talking a little bit more on 99.9 Voice FM. Good to be with you this morning, and we're heading up hopefully to play some baseball. Thanks again, Raff, for an excellent chat for us this morning.